Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Lee takes to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take on the prize.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lead a throw. Going for the big play. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun. The running back has it. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Hokies are flying down the field. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Dobbs. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Power football with the run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They'll line up for a second down play. Lee takes to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
First down. Look at the pass.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Give to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Dobbs. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And to get rid of it quickly. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Lee to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Dobbs. Looking for room at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. It'll be a draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. second and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Lee takes to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Back has it. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Witherspoon. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Working on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lee to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Lee takes to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Witherspoon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Absolutely center cut. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Got enough for the first down. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Turns it on at midfield. Hits the afterburners. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it to the running back, and now it's his job to go make things happen out on the perimeter away from all the bodies.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As as a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Lead to throw. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He got it. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to throw on third. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Lee takes to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against a defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll do it himself. Got enough space. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lead a throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.